April. Oh, yeah, you can come all the way in. It's okay.
I know something was going on, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to ruin it for the people that are working so hard on it. But I figured it out because when I'm down in California, I always check my email, and came through this email to all of transportation. I'm reading through the minutes and talking about the meetings of the social committee, but the outreach committee, and at the very bottom, there's a meeting for April's surprise party. Oh. Came from Kyle.
Came from Kyle. Kyle, let's see. Oh my goodness, Kyle. Way to go, Kyle.
My mom and dad are here. Sharon. Okay, so if you guys want to know who really got me into this career, it's Sharon.
Oh, and how?
It's because Sharon, I used to babysit for Sharon Allman here. I showed you the video earlier, I showed your video earlier, Mom. And Sharon went to my church, and I'm at church telling her about my great career as a daycare provider. And I said, but I really hate having my house wrecked all day long. And Sharon said, well, come on down and drive a school bus with me. And I thought, oh, I could do that. And I thought, well, at the very least, if I'm a crummy, I'll take the training, and if it doesn't work, at least I'll be a better driver for it. So then I had this amazing driver trainer, Carolyn Calhoun from Federal Way, that it was like it clicked. And I realized what a great job, because not only did I get to do my two favorite things, and that was driving down the road, and I got to talk to children all day long, which was really fun. So I mastered double clutching and shifting the bus and making my way through Federal Way. So that's how it all started, was with Sharon.
Aww.
So I could go on, but I'll let you guys continue.
Well, okay, what was your second clue? We want to know, because I know there's not going to be anybody that would be able to surprise you normally, because you know everything.
So that was my first clue, and then I thought, I won't say anything. But then my second clue was on Facebook. Sandy Partridge went to tell Rose Benz April Hurlbert surprise party, and she tagged me. It was like, oh, okay.
That was so weird because I sent it specifically to
You private messaged her? So the lesson in this, April, the driver trainer, is anything can get out there. But no, you guys, thank you. This was so nice.
Very good. All right.
So I'm going to let Kip speak as well. Kip?
Thank you, Mike. Way to go, team. Amazing race. Glad to be a part of the winner. Which is the way I feel about the transportation department. I feel like I get to be a part of the winning team. It's amazing work that you do, but as well as honoring somebody who has been significant in all of our lives and the quality of our work. In April, we are here to honor you and to celebrate the fact that you don't have to drive the bus anymore. She misses that part. The thing about the transportation department and April's leadership has been how much collaboration and how much fun she infuses into the collective, let's get this job done well and let's have a good time doing it. And I think that has made a huge difference in the lives of our children and our efficiencies and our effectiveness and hopefully the quality of your life too. We're going to really miss you, April. I know we are. I know Dennis is really going to miss you. We're all happy to have been your colleague, and anytime you want to come back and help us out in some capacity, we would look forward to that. But rather than saying goodbye, I think we'd like to say congratulations, and we hope you enjoy it.
Woo!
You worked hard for it, and you deserve it.
So April started her venture in the transportation industry back in about 1981, and as she told me in the back, thanks to her good friend here, and got started in Federal Way. Is that right? And then spent some time a little bit to the south in Franklin Pierce and in Puyallup before she had the opportunity to come and interview here and then get hired as a router dispatcher here in the Auburn School District. And so we were lucky that day that we made those decisions and have had her with us since about 2001, if I remember correctly. So we keep good records in Debbie's office, and every time we have a retirement, I break the rules and go in and look at the personnel folder. And Debbie always gives me that look from the back of the room every time I say this, and I make sure she's gone when I do that. Because there's always some good stuff inside those personnel files. But I'm not going to tell you any good stuff. Because actually all the good stuff are the things that April's done for us over the years. Kip talked a little bit about some of the exciting things that she does to make work fun for you guys. She also makes work fun for the administrators, and she served on our administrative planning team on retreats and has done a marvelous job in helping us. And last year I tapped her on the shoulder when I saw she could make movies. And I said, April, could you do this for Kip and I, where you could put in the 4-hour time frame that we have the administrative retreat, could we at the end of that time be able to put in all the slides and show it as the closing activity? And she said, yeah, I can do that. And then I watched her at the end do that, and it was amazing, the work that she did. I don't know how many hours you spent preparing it, but it was amazing stuff, and people feel appreciated when they see their picture on the wall and the things that take place. And so, April, for all of our administrators, thank you for that great work you did. You also probably, if you've been on the district website, she's the producer behind the video that sits on the district website about the Auburn High School project. Because again, because I knew she could make movies, I said, hey, April, I got this idea. So I don't know who I can turn to in the transportation department in the future for the, hey, I got this idea piece, but I'm hoping to find another April in the mix somewhere. The other thing that April does an amazing job with is with our community. And she works, believe it or not, training people for Valley Regional Fire Department in CPR and first aid. And in that case, she's a lifesaver for us. She even has mentioned in her personnel files thank you letters from people who have recognized her for the great work that she does. I have this big long list here of all her accomplishments written in very small font. I was going to give it to Kip to read, but he can't see without his glasses on. But one of the things that she did for us in the school district is she brought a lot of technology emphasis to us when she came to us from Puyallup. There's a program called ArcView that Connie gets to work with her on, and Vicki was also another one that I said, here's a great idea, let's try this out and see if we can do some computerized mapping and routing. And then that's moved to Versatrans, and I know some of you probably say that with a swear word in between. But April is the impetus behind a lot of that, things that we've done with technology in the school district and moved us forward. You know, in her evaluations, and she had evaluations written in the school district by just 2 supervisors, Dennis Brad and Jim Denton, and each of them, though, said these things about her, and I think we'd all find these things to be true. A team player, that she has an incredible work ethic, that she has a very cool demeanor. I don't ever think I've seen you get upset. Maybe, okay. That she has a lot of tact and sensibility as well. But the thing that I appreciate most about April is the work that she does collaboratively with our staff. You know, when we implemented PLCs, April was a key person at the table. Because, you know, in most school districts, it's the transportation that drives the schedule of our schools. And April sat down with Luann Decker and with the rest of the team and said, you know, there's a way we can figure this out. And so she worked on it with that group to be able to pull together one of the most incredible things that have helped us have incredible student achievement across this school district because of the collaborative work in making that happen. But you know, the thing that I probably enjoyed most about reading April's evaluations was the one story that somebody wrote a story in there about how exciting it was to go on a practice drive. Actually, it was a, what do you call it, a recertification drive? Is that what they're called? When a driver messes up and they have to go do something over again? Retraining, okay. See, I need some retraining. So there was a retraining drive that happened. And so this person was a little cautious about being able to stop suddenly. So she went on this drive, and April told her to slam the brakes on this big bus. Now, I don't know how many of you guys do that, but it was a rainy day, and the bus came to an abrupt stop because April yelled, "Slam on the brakes!" And it was, for the person that was riding along, it was a bit of a scare for them. And that's what the evaluator had to say. I was just thinking about how many times does Randy have to yell at you to slam on? You know, one of the things that April's done for me personally is that she introduced my wife into riding a motorcycle. And because of that, now I have 2 motorcycles in my family, and I get to ride by myself all the time. And April gave my wife the courage to actually get out and ride a motorcycle on her own, which was an exciting personal growth experience for the 2 of us as well. So the other thing that I know I won't miss, because I'll get them every year, is April's incredible Christmas cards. And for those of you that haven't received a Christmas card, now that she has an extended family, probably all of you will receive that electronically from April. There's always something hilarious inside of those cards. So I remember the first one that I got from April was about the excitement that she had about going to the Seahawks game with Randy. And April, being the non-football fan that she was, just the greatest spouse, would go every time and wonder, why do we climb all the way up to the 300 level? Why do we stand in the rain and the cold and then never sit down the whole length of the game? Why do we buy the seats but we can never sit down to use the seats? Those are the kinds of questions that April asks. So I'm expecting the next year the Christmas card to be something along those lines. No, I opened the Christmas card up, and it's about Randy and April's trip to Las Vegas. Now, I don't know how that person could actually be that size, but they had probably the funniest looking Christmas card you've ever seen. I don't know how Mom and Dad appreciated that, but it was a great laugh in our house. So April has a great sense of humor, and is going to be someone that we miss sincerely in the school district. And we had, as administrators, we do a thing for our team all the time. And so Vicki was in charge of our gift to you. And so we've got you this gift, and you get the opportunity to open it here in front of us.
My granddaughter's so small.
So we got you a special charm bracelet.
I can explain it.
And you can explain it.
Okay, so on the charms we have a football to commemorate April's love of football. We have a pink shoe to commemorate her granddaughters. We have a motorcycle for her love of motorcycles, a charm that says celebrate, and the school bus charm is on order, will be here next week.
So with that, I don't have any other really mean things to say. In fact, I have nothing mean to say about April because I hold her in the highest regard and will miss you significantly. All right, your turn.
Okay. So those of you that never got my Christmas card when we went to Las Vegas, it was pretty hilarious. It was, I don't know if you've ever been to Las Vegas. It was those impersonators that always want you, you can get your picture taken with them for money. Well, we found this woman that had basketballs. She was very large. And my husband's friend threw me next to this woman and said, you got to get your picture taken with her. And she goes, yeah, I do pictures for tips. And I'm thinking, here's a tip, get a reduction. So, but I thought, what a great Christmas card this is going to be. So my card was the funniest Christmas card you ever gotten? And you open it up, it's a picture of Randy and I and this woman. And Randy goes, you're not sending that out to Mike Newman, are you? And I go, yeah. You're not sending it to Pastor Dan, are you? And I went, yeah. So the next year, Pastor Dan said to me, so which card going to be like? And I went, don't worry, Dan. I'll be careful. I wasn't. Well, I do want to say that it's been a great 29-year career. I started when I was 26 years old, and again, for those of you that didn't hear, my friend Sharon here talked me into driving a school bus, and from the first day I was hooked. I loved it. I thought it was the funnest job in the world. In fact, I got almost obnoxious. Everyone I knew, it was like, you got to drive a school bus. This is like the funnest thing to do in the world. In the first 2 years, I couldn't believe they paid me to do it. It was so much fun. Then after a couple of years, I got to appreciate my paycheck, especially Friday afternoons on a fully loaded bus with 78 children. But it has been a great career, and really, you guys, we have the best job. I mean, we have the kids at the best part of the day. We're the ones that have the biggest impact on children. We make a difference. We are the other moms and dads. We can make or break their day. We can make a lasting impression for life, and it's been a really great career, and I appreciate every minute of it. And in leaving, remember that I hope that, through this career, I've had some really good times. It's been really happy times, some really scary times, and some really sad times. But most of all, I have made a lifetime of really great friendships, and I hope that I have had the same impact on you as that you all have had on me. So thank you.
Okay, welcome you to paradise. There's a flower for your garden that you don't have to take care of. I know you got a drip system there. And a hat for a little shade for your eyes. And some floaties to keep you afloat after the drinks you're going to have to keep you cool.
Bought you something for your pool.
Another floater for Randy. That's for Randy. Oh, for Randy. And that's so he can join in the fun.
Cheers, right?
We're in your pool.
That's from everybody in transportation.
This is from the driver trainers.
Yes.
Oh, that'll be
Hello. Okay, so you know that when we bought our house in Arizona, we gave away the lawnmower, we gave away the weed eater, and we gave away the edger, so yay. But we also put in a pool. So I'm telling you, honestly, we have a guest room. You're all welcome to come and visit us. Just call us, we'll pick you up from the airport. People say we do. Thanks so much, guys.
Before you leave, I just want to let you know how happy we are for you. So, this is what we have to say.
You might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, take a break. Hot air balloon, never go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because you come along if you feel like a room without. Come along if you feel like happiness
well. We are not happy you're leaving, okay? Say goodbye.